Welcome to another edition of Highliner News. I'm Michaela.
And I'm Macy. Looks like winter has arrived in the north, and therefore most fall sports and activities have concluded. Before we start our broadcast, we'd like to give a shout out to the players and coaches of the Highliner volleyball team. Good luck as you enter the regional volleyball tournament tomorrow. Go Highliners!
Today we start our show of one shining star in our community.
From the halls of the school to the football field, Sam Irie creates an impact wherever he goes. Reporters Reese Hushka and Luther Zeltinger have the story.
Sam Irie is a special needs student at Valley City High School.
Well, Sam was born, he's a twin, and he was born 6 weeks early, and he has a chromosome abnormality. His 4th chromosome is too short, and his 8th chromosome is too long.
We went around the community and asked how Sam's positivity has affected others.
Sam's just happy. It's all good in Sam's world.
Well, Sam doesn't seem to have any bad days. I think that's rubbed off a lot on our football team, but also on our school. Everybody just has a better day once they see Sam, and I think it puts a lot of things in perspective.
He brightens everybody's day. Just having him around just makes everybody smile.
Well, it's all about his spirit. He's got something about him that makes you smile, that makes you want to do the best you can do.
He loves being with the football players, his friends, hanging out.
He makes you feel really good about yourself.
A lot of us could take the same advice from Sam. Appreciate the days you've got, appreciate the friends that you have and the time that you have with them. It's important time.
He's loved football forever, and he's always wanted to just be around people.
Sam leads in the right way. He's around us. He's always friendly. He's always positive with things. And he's just glad to be there.
It makes me know that every single one of us are here for a reason. No matter who we are, we have a purpose and we have a reason. And it's just been a really awesome adventure.
Reese Hushka reporting for Highliner News.
As the cross-country season winds down, Valley City laces up for the state meet.
Reporter Courtney Lloyd heads to the course for the story.
Valley City got the opportunity to host the North Dakota State Cross Country Meet on October 28th at Bjornson Golf Course. There was a total of 129 teams with 901 athletes and close to 3,500 spectators. Putting together a state cross country meet is a lot of work. It takes around 3 months of planning, 46 hours of setting up, and over 60 workers to complete and run the meet. After a short frost delay, the Class A girls took their mark. And with that, they were off. Over the next several hours, the Class A and Class B athletes competed in a 3.1-mile journey over the rolling terrain of the course. As the runners cross the finish line, it is a conclusion of another cross-country season. This is Courtney Lloyd reporting for Highliner News.
Being in DECA is the first stepping stone on the road to owning and managing your own business.
Reporter Kennedy Jorison takes you behind the scenes of the recent Fall Leadership Conference.
Welcome to Fargo and to the North Dakota DECA Fall Leadership Conference.
On October 29th and 30th, the Valley City DECA chapter attended the 2017 Fall Leadership Conference in Fargo, North Dakota.
I have a question to ask you. What is DECA?
DECA aims to prepare emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in the areas of marketing, hospitality, finance, and management. State Advisor Kevin Reisenhauer explains what students should take away from Fall Leadership.
I think a lot of communications and networking skills mostly, so that they can work with other people, feel that it's not intimidating to go up and speak to somebody and to introduce themselves.
Valley City first-year members have the chance to compete for the first time at Fall Leadership. They get to learn the basics of DECA and more about the organization.
Students, as they come into the first general session, they're a little bit timid, not as outgoing, and by the time they leave on Monday, less than 24 hours later, they're all excited about the organization and what it has to offer them.
A good DECA member has a smile on their face.
We are excited to see where this limitless year will take the Valley City DECA chapter. Reporting for Highliner News, I'm Kennedy Jorison.
Students continue to search for what they are going to do when they leave VCHS.
Reese, Devin, and Chaser have the scoop on 2 students for this week's Senior Spotlight.
Picking a college is tough, but these 2 seniors have their plans figured out.
I was planning on going to college to the University of Minnesota Morris. It's a good location. It's not too far from home. I was thinking about going into computer science or maybe IT. It's something I'm passionate about, so it would be really good if I could go into something I'm passionate about.
I'm going to college at University of Jamestown. The size, I like that it's not too big. It's a smaller college. It's not, say, UND or NDSU. I'm gonna be going into something in psychology. Psychology it's always been interesting to me. I've always thought about how people think. It's always interested me. I'm actually gonna be on the esports team in Jamestown. Actually get scholarships for it, so it's pretty lit.
In case you're curious about esports tournament, Evan plans on playing video games in his free time.
I didn't know they had a scholarship for that.
When watching the volleyball team this year, the girls make it look easy.
Reporter Libby Borg hits the courts to dig up what it takes to be a volleyball player.
Mackenzie Peterson has been playing volleyball at Valley City High School for 4 years. As her final season comes to a close, she relies on her teammates for strength during the game.
What keeps me going is just my intensity and feeding off my teammates' intensity.
Having such a successful season requires a lot of hard work and dedication.
How we prepare for a game? Well, I personally just try my best in warm-ups, and as a team we warm up together hard.
Always taking care of our fundamentals and being able to get through our passing drills and go into hitting, serving, and put all of that together.
Getting fired up, kill, block, anything like that.
In addition to how physically demanding volleyball is, it also challenges the players' minds.
The hardest part is probably the mental toughness, just being ready to play every night.
If you make a mistake, that next ball comes pretty quick, so you can't dwell on that.
Probably the crowd and hearing all the negativity, but then they have to fight through it and as a team support each other.
Always having mental toughness even when you make a mistake. I think that's probably the hardest part.
Just being ready to take that next ball.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Libby Borg.
Do you ever wonder what teachers do when they leave the school?
Former junior high counselor Al Sorensen retired last May. We finally caught up with him this week.
A lot of traveling, and that was my goal and my wife's goal. We flew out to San Diego, and then after that went with my sister and brother-in-law on an Alaskan cruise. That was 12 days long. We went to Las Vegas for 7 days, went to New York City for 5 days. So I'm trying to repress those feelings of school because of all the pain. Well, you know how I suffered here every day? No, you know you miss the people, come on. You miss the people. I always told everyone I had the best job in the system just because all I had to do was just chase kids and bug them. I can now invest my emotional time and energy into a level of my own immediate family. So that's, I think, going to be where I'm going to invest most of my time. Get a haircut and get a real job.
I'm out of here!
For one student at VCHS, his dreams are becoming a reality.
Reporter Abby Lemnis has the story.
Senior Dylan Peter is pursuing his passion of music with the help of his band. Dylan spontaneously decided to start a band with a friend.
It was a mixture of boredom, passion for music. Cole and I just kind of we were talking for a while, and I'm like, I play the guitar. He's like, I play the drums. And I'm like, do you think we could jam sometime? And just kind of went from there. Well, the band's named Furthermore My Forest. The band plays rock and roll. It's a mixture of blues, punk rock.
Dylan is influenced by others who share the same love for music.
My inspiration comes from musicians that are really passionate about what they do. Like, you ever see somebody on stage and they're just jumping around, they're just having the time of their lives? I'm really inspired by that, and I aspire to do stuff like that.
Dylan does it for the music, not the money.
I'd rather I'd rather chase my dreams and hope money follows than chase money and hope my dreams follow. And that's why I'm doing this.
For Highliner News, this is Abby Lumnus.
As Mr. Nielsen's physics students sail into fluid dynamics, they take their knowledge to the water.
The physics students traveled to the Gockler Family Wellness Center to expand their understanding of fluid dynamics.
We learned a lot about how buoyancy works to make a boat float, and by learning this, we learned how to make something as simple and flimsy as cardboard support our weight. I think one of the hardest parts for us was designing the front of the boat, because that was like the first time that we actually cut the cardboard to fit together.
2 of 3 teams completed the challenge of rowing a boat made entirely from cardboard and adhesives across the pool.
We had to learn how to collaborate as 4 people so that some people weren't just standing around or in the way.
Challenges included calculating buoyancy, finding the right materials, and teaming up with 3 or 4 other students to create the fastest and most sturdy boat.
You have to have a lot of surface area on a boat to hold 2 people or 4 people. I provided comic relief and also dance moves to our group.
This is Aubrey Becker reporting for Highliner News.
Thank you for joining us from Valley City High School for this edition of Highliner News. I'm Macy.
And I'm Michaela.